In 1863, a Scots-Irish family cleared trees from a ridge in Huntington County, Pennsylvania. They decided this spot, with a view of the valley below, would be their homestead. Through time, effort, and skills, they were able to build a log farmhouse with white oak beams and chestnut flooring. It was fashionable in the post-Civil War era to plant horse chestnut trees, and they put one in their yard. Although horse chestnuts are native to the country Ukraine and Eastern Europe, they adapt well to the geography of Appalachia. There is a horse chestnut tree in front of Shippensburg University's Old Main. Every spring, horse chestnuts are covered in beautiful flowers. They also produce nuts that deer and bear love. 60 miles south of Blairs Mills is the town of Gettysburg. In June of 1863, the Confederate Army under General Robert E. Lee invaded Pennsylvania. After burning Caledonia Ironworks, they then confronted the Union Army under General Meade. When the Confederate artillery opened up their cannon fire onto Cemetery Ridge, it was the largest artillery barrage in North American history. Local folklore says that it was heard by the people living on this ridgetop as they struggled to build their farmhouse. Farming was tough in the 1800s. In the wintertime, snow would isolate you from the neighbors, and you could only eat what you had grown and preserved the season before. Travel was limited to horses and a sleigh, which was not as pleasant as we like to think. The term cabin fever comes from being stuck in your house all winter when it was physically impossible to leave your property, because there were no snowplows. Heating the house was entirely dependent on firewood, and there were no chainsaws or hydraulic wood splitters back then. Everything was done by hand through physical labor. The good old days weren't all that good. Today, this historic farmhouse is being renovated by a happy couple who like to escape the mountains after a stressful day of work. The natural environment provides many types of recreation, including hiking and kayaking. No farm would be complete without animals. In addition to squirrels, deer, and bear, there is a lion that roams the property. Many people have come and gone through this house over the decades, and perhaps their ghosts still live here. If you are lucky enough to live in the mountains, then you are lucky enough.